Welcome to Streaming Into the Voids, What's New in Streaming, where we tell you what's coming the week of May 2nd. I'm Kim Hollis, and with me are David Mumpower.
Hi, everyone.
Raul Burriel.
Hello.
And Tim Bridey.
Present.
We'll start with Netflix and Dr. Seuss's Horton, Season 2, coming May the 4th. No need to worry, they'll help in a hurry. Whether hunting for treasure or crossing a mud pit, Horton and Samson will solve any problem and never quit. Also on May the 4th is something pretty diametrically opposed to Horton, and that's Lord of the Flies.
When a group of schoolboys crash lands on a tropical island, their attempts to survive are threatened by the lure of their darkest instincts. The 4-part series debuted on BBC One in February and has been well received thus far. This miniseries is, of course, based on the William Golding novel that has been assigned reading in many high school classes for decades and is basically Ayn Rand for children. There's a reason John Green only has bad things to say about this novel.
Next up is Countdown, Rousey versus Carano, coming May 6th.
Hit training camp with MMA legends Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano before they return to the cage on May 16th for their must-see fight that's been years in the making.
Good Lord, I hope they've been training for more than just 10 days.
Agree. Also on May the 6th is Love is Blind, Poland.
Are we not out of countries
I don't know.
In this unique dating experiment, Polish singles date, fall in love, and get engaged, forever meeting in person. Will their spark survive the reveal? I'm pretty sure that's the exact same copy they used for the last iteration of the show, too.
Next up is Worst Ex Ever, Season 2, coming May the 6th. Blumhouse's true crime docuseries features 4 new stories of romantic relationships that turned into dangerous, violent, or manipulative nightmares. All right, on May the 7th, we have The Chestnut Man, Hide and Seek.
After a woman goes missing, the Copenhagen police hunt a stalker who taunts victims with a chilling children's rhyme.
Also on May the 7th is Legends.
As drugs flood the streets of 1990s Britain, a team of civil servants is thrust undercover to topple the gangs behind it. Steve Coogan leads the cast.
Next up is My Dearest Assassin, coming May the 7th.
In this Thai movie, a woman whose rare blood type puts a target on her back finds protection in the arms of the deadly assassin she loves. Together, they fight to survive.
Also on May 7th is USA 94, Brazil's Return to Glory. This documentary revisits Brazil's journey to the 1994 World Cup, featuring interviews and never-before-seen footage shot by the players themselves. On May 8th is My Royal Nemesis, Season 1.
In this K-drama, a Joseon-era villain doomed to die opens her eyes in modern-day Seoul, where a ruthless heir may be her last chance to rewrite her fate.
Also on May 8th is Remarkably Bright Creatures.
While working nights at a small-town aquarium, a widow bonds with a clever octopus and an adrift young man in this drama based on the bestseller. Sally Field and Lewis Pullman star. That's right, Sally Field, so this is a bit of a coup.
It's a very popular book, so I expect this one to do quite well. And finally is Thank You Next, Season 3, coming May the 8th.
Does Ariana Grande know about the show?
I think we've asked before.
In this Turkish series, Layla must find the courage to untangle her emotions and decide who she truly wants to be in love and in life.
We'll move on to Disney Plus and the iHeartCountry Festival coming May the 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Watch performances from country artists like Luke Bryan, Gretchen Wilson, Riley Green, and Shabuzi. On May the 6th is Goldland, Season 1.
Oh, good. I get all the K-dramas this week. In this K-drama, an airport worker gets involved in a smuggling case, facing danger and greed to protect a stash of gold bars.
And on May the 7th is Send Help.
When a ruthless boss and his overlooked employee are stranded on a deserted island after a plane crash, their roles quickly reverse. Rachel McAdams hunts Dylan O'Brien in this film directed by Sam Raimi.
On Paramount Plus, it's RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 11 coming May 8th.
The dazzling, dynamic, and downright legendary cast of queens is not here to play. They're here to slay.
On Peacock, it's M.I.A. Season 1 coming May the 7th. Etta Tiger Jones seeks to avenge her family's murder and become the most powerful crime queenpin in South Florida. On Prime Video is Citadel Season 2 coming May the 6th.
The series you thought you'd never see. Elite operatives are swept up in the action again as a formidable new threat arises, which requires them to recruit new operatives for a global mission to save humanity. Richard Madden, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, and Stanley Tucci star.
We'll move on to Apple TV and Formula One Miami Grand Prix coming May the 3rd at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
After a drama-filled 5-week break, Formula One returns to action in Miami for the first American race of the season and the second sprint weekend.
And on May 8th is Unconditional, Season 1.
A mother-daughter vacation turns into a nightmare when the 25-year-old daughter is arrested for drug smuggling in Moscow. Her mother refuses to accept the charges, but her fight for Galley's freedom pulls her into a deadly web of crime and corruption.
This sounds suspiciously like a previous Sally Field movie.
You're right. All right. On AMC Plus, we have The Terror, Devil in Silver, coming May the 7th. The anthology series returns, this time following Pepper, a man who is wrongfully committed to a psychiatric hospital where he must deal with adversarial patients and doctors, as well as the supernatural. Dan Stevens stars.
Oh my gosh, this got me so excited. I hadn't realized that they were bringing back The Terror. I love that series, but also the fact that Dan Stevens is playing a man wrongfully committed to a psychiatric hospital. He can put that on his resume. I've done that before.
On Starz is Amadeus coming May 8th.
Once again, super excited. Hadn't realized that they were remaking the famous Broadway play Amadeus, which, of course, as a movie won numerous Academy Awards. In this miniseries, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart arrives in Vienna, where he meets Costanze and Antonio Salieri, whose admiration twists into a dangerous obsession with the young composer. Will Sharp stars as Mozart, while Paul Bettany takes on the Salieri role.
Okay, we'll close it out with a couple of items from Hallmark Plus, starting with Kentucky Roses, coming May the 2nd.
A greenhouse worker and the son of Churchill Downs CEO form an unlikely pair, coming together to save the Kentucky Derby rose blanket and uncovering a generational love story along the way. Andrew Walker stars. Greenhouse worker, Tim. Greenhouse worker.
I can't wait for the CEO, Churchill Downs, who's probably going to inherit the company one day. Just throw it all away just to be with the greenhouse worker.
And also new from Hallmark Plus is Mom's the Bride, Season 1, coming May 7th.
Yeah, no sarcasm. I really like this concept. This series flips the traditional mother of the bride role, featuring 6 adult women planning their own mother's dream weddings, and that is mothers plural.
Yes. All right. Well, I am interested in Amadeus because I think that the movie was really amazing back in the day. Would love to see how Paul Bettany handles that Salieri role. The Terror, Devil in Silver looks really great. And Send Help, which I intended to see in theaters, but did not. I love Sam Raimi, and I'm very much looking forward to watching this on streaming.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely here for Amadeus and The Terror as well. I'm so excited to discover that these series are coming up just this next week.
And then I will be watching My Royal Nemesis, which I think sounds outstanding. And I also love Sally Field. Something you probably don't know about me is that Murphy's Romance is one of my 15, 20 favorite movies of all time. James Garner and Sally Field are incredible together in that film. Highly recommended. So Sally Field does anything these days, I stop and watch it. And then we also will be watching Send Help because, like Kim said, we had several conversations about going to see this in theater. Never got around to it. And I almost bought it on Vudu the other day. So the fact that it's going to be on Disney Plus soon is a bonus to me.
So go watch something.